And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back ready to go for our first ever Lowland League game in the Scottish Premiership. Not in the Scottish Premiership, in Scottish football. Yeah, first ever Lowland League game. I've never ever watched the Lowland League game. We're going to go for a quick crash course on get you up to date with the season. It is the old firm Rangers B versus Celtic B. It's been played at Ibrox as well, by the way. So expecting a big turnout there as well for the youngsters. Some young talents in the Rangers B, young talents in the Celtic B. We'll go through those teams very, very soon. But yeah, guys, if you're joining in, please do hit the old like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. A double header for today. We've got Rangers B versus Celtic B, which is obviously now. And then at 3 o'clock, guys, we've got Celtic versus Ross County. So 2 games for you on a Saturday afternoon. Please do get your score predictions, as always, down there in the live chat. Hit the like button and all that good stuff. Sean Maxwell there just saying Rangers 2, Celtic 0. So, yeah, people going for a Rangers win. At the moment, Rangers B winning the poll. And by 53% of the votes. Just going to go through the old 2 seconds. Just going to go through onto YouTube, check out the stream myself, make sure I'm not lagging and all that good stuff, because I have been lagging the last couple of days. Arsenal and Villa bit playing later on as well. This will be interesting, says Luke Rules' second channel. Yes, of course. I think it will be an interesting game. That's why I've definitely tuned into it. Guys, we're closing in on 14,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, please do hit the old subscribe button. It really, really does help out. Anyway, let's go for a little crash course of the Lowland League. 2 seconds. I did have the Lowland League browser up earlier on. Here we go. So the Lowland League, this is the table as things stand at the moment. For those of you that don't know the Lowland League, it's the league below Scottish League 2. So Premiership, Championship, League 1, League 2, and then obviously the Lowland League. The winners of the Lowland League usually go into a playoff tie against the winners of the Highland League. They play off against each other. The winner of that then plays bottom place in League 2. Yes, I know, it's super confusing and super annoying as well. I don't like the fact that the winners of the league then have to play bottom of the League 2. It's not an automatic relegation. Usually the bottom of League 2 stays in the division. However, last season we seen Celtic Hearts actually come win the Lowland League, beat the Highland League's winners, and then go and beat, I can't remember the side now, it might have been East Kilbride or somebody like that, who they beat. And then ended up going into the division. I can't remember. Sorry for the Lowland League viewers. Bonnyrigg Rose, I think they've already won the Lowland League. However, that doesn't mean they're going to be going up to League 2. As I say, they'll then play the Highland League winners, and then they'll go on and play a playoff match against bottom of the table, which we don't know yet who that is in the Scottish League 2. As for Rangers B and Celtic B, in terms of their involvement, this is their first season playing in this division. And so far, they're not allowed to get promoted. So even if Rangers B or Celtic B went on to win the league, which this year they're not going to because Bonnyrigg Rose have already done it, they wouldn't get the chance to go up into League 2. They're capped here really at the Lowland League standards. So it's better. I suppose it was good for them playing professional football instead of playing in youth leagues, but I personally think that they should be going into the Scottish League Pyramid, League 2, League 1, and working their way up there. I think it really, really would help out Scottish football down the lower leagues as well for the attendance rates. Because I just think Rangers and Celtic fans are super obsessed, and they just would go to the games down in League 2, go down to the games in League 1. Rangers and Celtic fans are spread so far around the country that if they were playing in, I don't know, if they were playing a game in Cove or wherever else, and there was a Rangers Celtic fan there, they'd go, you know what, well, go down to that game, have a little check it out, and support the side. So I think, yeah, they should be going into League 2, League 1, and all the rest of it. But, yeah, as things stand, they're not. Anyway, their form at the moment, Rangers B currently played 28 games, as you can see. Celtic B currently played 29 games. So Rangers B do have a game in hand. So if they were to win their game in hand, that would then put them on level on Celtic B. So this game is very, very interesting to the fact that Rangers B do have that game in hand. If Rangers B win today, they'll close that gap on Celtic B to 64 and then have the chance to go ahead of them in the table and fight for that second spot. Whereas Celtic B, if they win the game today, then they have a good chance of just opening gap there on Rangers B and pretty much securing second place for themselves. As you can see, East Kilbride and Spartans have played much more games than those two. So, yeah, as you can see, it's a fairly tight league. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of annoying because they can't get promotion, they can't get anything anyway. They're just sort of making up the numbers in the division. But it is what it is. But it's going to be an interesting game, though, nonetheless. Plenty to play for, I suppose, bragging rights for both the sides on who finishes higher in the Lowland League. That's it, essentially. No promotion, none of all that good stuff, but whatever. Brown Warrior Good says, good luck to the Rangers B going for 55. James Ross says it's very confusing. Yeah, I know, sorry. I gave you a slight crash course on the whole thing, but yeah, as you can see, it fairly is confusing. But look, it is what it is. It's a game of football. It's a good chance to see some young players. Celtic B have some good young players through the thing. I don't know if I will go through the team lineups, in fact, and then we can talk about the individuals, actually. But we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff, guys. Keep hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And let's go through today's team lineups. Remember, this game's being played at Ibrox. I think it's actually a full house. They're going to be playing in front of a large crowd today at Ibrox. So, yeah, going to be an interesting one. Let's have a little look. Rangers Football Club. Let's see the team lineups here for the B team. So Hogarth starts in goal here for Rangers B. Devine, Fraser, King and McLennan at the back. In the midfield is Miller, Lowry, McKinnon, and then up top is Weston, McCann and McColston. So for those of you that are Rangers fans, I suppose, you'll know who Lowry is. He's made a few appearances in the first team so far this season. Same with McCann. And I've actually covered Tony Weston here on the channel. 35 goals so far this season for him in the B team. Unbelievable stats at the moment. Really is. More than double anyone else in the division. So yeah, really, really good stats. Came from Blackpool, actually, Tony Weston. So yeah, keep your eye on him for that game. Let's try and find the Celtic B lineup. Let me just get Celtic up real quick on the Twitter. Because all this is so underground. Celtic B, where are they? And here they are. Celtic B team. Sorry for pronunciation on this goalkeeper. It's Olawuyemi at the back. Dede, Mackenzie, Murray, Larrell, and then there's Karsey. Karamoko Dembele's playing. Summers, Kenny, Moffat, and Brooks. So I was going to talk about Ben Doak, but obviously he's not in the team. He's probably going to be featuring the first team today for Celtic. Apparently, oh no, he's not. He's on the bench. Ben Doak. So he won't be featuring in the first team. Sorry, yeah, Ben Doak is going to be playing this game here as well. There's a player called Daniel Kelly that I was talking about the other day on the channel as well from Celtic's B. Being linked to Arsenal. Arsenal really want him apparently, but he's going to commit his future with Celtic. So Daniel Kelly is another player, but he's not playing today. I think just recovering from an injury. But the ones to watch, I suppose, is Owen Moffat. Celtic fans will know about him. He's already made a couple first team appearances so far this season, and Karamoko Dembele, of course, as well. Everybody knows about him. A fantastic player, and did start playing in the first team the other day. This is a good opportunity for him now to get some minutes in the legs as his career is coming. Celtic career looks like it's coming to an end due to no contract negotiations there. Yeah, I think Celtic do want to keep the player, but it will be down to him whether he wants to stay or go. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the old like button, subscribe and all that good stuff. We are on our way to 14,000 subscribers. We've got a double header today, Celtic versus Ross County after this one as well. So yeah, it's going to be good fun. Hey Dan, did you get my message on the Discord? I didn't. I haven't been in the Discord in a long time. I probably should be getting in there soon. I'll have a little check. Is it a private message or do you just want to send it in the live chat? I'll answer it here if you want. Rangers 2, Celtic 0, says Sean Maxwell. Nice one. Will be a good game for Lowry and King to show quality, says James Ross. I don't think King's playing, is he? Is King playing? I don't think King's playing, actually, mate. It was just Lowry. I didn't even go through the bench. I remember Cedric Eaton was playing. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, Leon King is playing. He is playing. Of course he is. King, another player there as well. Signed a new long-term deal with Rangers as well. So both sides have got some really, really strong teams. I need to log into Rangers TV. 2 seconds. I had to buy the game. Just because I didn't think the game would be on anyway, so. Just give me a second. I just need to log into it. Right. Right, cool. Log in. How do I log in? Okay. Subscribe. Accept cookies. I've already got it. How do you log into this thing? I already have it. I just purchased it earlier. Thank you for subscribing to the Rangers TV. Please note, due to exceptional demand today, it might take 5 minutes to access the added to your account. Please do not purchase again. Kind regards. Right, how do I log into the thing then? Is there a login thing on this thing? TV, Rangers TV. Homepage. Well, where's the login then? Oh, there we go. Login. There we go. Happy days. Right. I was thinking that. I was just thinking I didn't have an account or anything, but I've got it there sorted. Right. Happy days. Cool. Save password. Oh, shows the game then, you tit. Why do I want that crap? Oh. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, got it. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. It looks like I'm in, and we're going to be watching today's game. Happy days. Jers, let's get this up. What the heck? I'm watching it on my mobile as well. There we go. Oh, come on. Let's make sure this thing's not dodgy as anything. Oh, no, it's not going to be like that. Sorry, troops, I'm pissing around. Sorry, just listening to me literally try and get the stream up. But the stream's up. Don't worry, guys. I'm not watching it on like He's Goal or anything. I'm watching it on the actual video coverage. Decent turnout at Ibrox, by the way. Just seems like Rangers TV's a bit dodgy. There we go. Happy days. Right, we got it up now anyway. And yeah, thousands into the tens of thousands that are apparently going to be here watching the youngsters play. I don't know where the B teams usually play, to be perfectly honest. But either way, it's still a decent turnout. Yeah, it's a decent turnout. Fair play. Fair play to the Rangers support. I'm not sure if there's any away fans in attendance from a Celtic perspective, but yeah, very, very good opportunity. I mean, some of the players, obviously, the likes of your Moffats, your Karamoka Dembele's, your Lowry's, your Kings, and all these sort of boys have already played in the first team, played in front of a full house. But some of the guys that have not made a debut yet, it's a good opportunity for them to play in a bit of a crowd and see what it's all made of. Playing at Ibrox, playing at a big stadium. Tens of thousands of people in attendance as well. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good. They play at Dumbarton Stadium, says Peter Lowe. What about the Celtic team? Where do they play? As I said, I'm not really clued up with the B sides. This is the first time I've ever watched a B team game, to be perfectly honest. Not going to lie. But we are a couple of minutes away to go here. Commentary will be in place. It's that guy that... Yeah, fair play. I think apparently 10,000 supposedly in attendance for Rangers fans. So yeah, fair play to the fans for showing up, as I was saying. Celtic B team plays at the training ground. Yeah, okay. Oh, nice one. Cool, cool. Happy days. But yeah, as I said, for those of you that don't understand the Lowland League, I'll go through it again real quickly. This is the league table at the moment. As I say, Bonnyrigg Rose currently, I think they've won the division actually. Don't quote me on that. I think I seen something on Twitter about saying about Bonnyrigg Rose had won the league. A team from Edinburgh, I think, or just in the suburbs of Edinburgh. Celtic B have played, this currently second in the table, 64 points. Rangers B are 3 points behind them, but do have a game in hand. For those of you, this is the first time watching B team football. Rangers and Celtic got put into the Lowland League. They can't move up the division even if they won the title. They'll just be staying down here as things stand. So it's kind of pointless. They can't go up anyway, but it's good for them to sort of play against men, I suppose. But this game is as for bragging rights within the division. Rangers B, if they win, they will close the gap there on. No, sorry, they will go above Celtic. They'll go above Celtic and have a game in hand. Then they can win that one. But Celtic B win, then they can create a bit of ground there on Rangers as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, all to play for, coming to the end of the sort of season. But yeah, some good, interesting young players there, especially on both sides of the camps. Rangers B, Lowry, McCann, King. A lot of Rangers fans have seen them lot play so far this season. In the Celtic camp, you've got Moffat, of course, and Karamoko Dembele is making a surprise start there as well. So yeah, it's all to play for. All to play for both of these teams. And it'll be interesting to see what they're made of. I've heard a lot about this guy called Tony Weston. 35 goals apparently for Rangers B so far this season. So be interesting to see him play in this game. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the old like button. Big shout out to you all for tuning in on a Saturday afternoon. Remember, we've got Celtic versus Ross County straight after this game as well at 3 o'clock. So yeah, plenty of football across the weekend. Arsenal currently 1-0 up against Aston Villa. In the race for top 4. I think this will determine their season, Arsenal. If they do win that game, they'll probably go on and get top 4. Fair play to them. Coventry winning 1-0 against Derby. Oh, no. Following that Derby story, hopefully they could have get promotion. But, yeah. My fucking volume's gone. No, it's gone. It's come back. Just as I said, effing volume. In fact, I think they're having a minute silence, and I've just completely ignored it. Sorry. And there we go, guys. Kickoff is underway. I was just about to get underway. I'm not sure what the minute silence was for, but I did miss a bit of it. Jesus me, how far behind is this live broadcast that I supposedly saying here? KP Boy says won the hoops. Arsenal scored. Yeah, Arsenal did score as well. I'll keep you up to date with some of the other scores throughout the division as well. But here we go. Rangers B versus Celtic B. Chance for Celtic B to make up some ground, go further ahead in the table than Rangers B. But if Rangers B win, they will go into second place. And we'll have a game in hand to go even further than Celtic. But as I said earlier on, big opportunity for all these guys to play here. In front of 10,000, I think, is at Ibrox here today. Decent crowd, decent amount of fans in attendance. And here we go, guys. Celtic B going from left to right. Rangers going from right to left. And it's going to be Celtic who get us underway here in Ibrox. Celtic just playing out from the back there already, straight into the defensive line. Again, sorry for my knowledge on the players. I do know a few of the names, but I'm not clued up completely, totally, as I would be with the first teams. But Rangers, Celtic making a mistake here already. Rangers are in! Oh, it's 1-0, 1-0. Ross McClosant scores already. 15 seconds on the clock. Rangers B have scored there, capitalised from a Celtic mistake, and it's Ross McLelland who scores the goal. Quickest goal you're going to see probably all season. But Rangers B have taken the lead, and it's McLelland who capitalises there on the mistake from Celtic B, and Rangers B in the lead here, 1-0 to the good here. 15 seconds on the clock. My goodness me. Perfect start there from Rangers. Celtic, not sure what they were doing there at the back. Really good finish there from McCausland on his right foot. Ball comes forward now here for Celtic as they come down the other side, but again cleared away there by Rangers. But perfect start there from the B team. How Celtic respond to that one? Celtic now coming forward themselves. Again, just cleared away there by Rangers. Celtic back in possession along that back line. Here's the goalkeeper now. Hits it down that right-hand side. And straight out of play. How will Celtic respond there? You know, it's always a bit of a... Oh, Karamoko there. Just trying to make something happen. Just couldn't quite get onto the ball, though. Cleared away again there by Rangers. Celtic back through here again. A good opportunity now for Celtic. And again, just cleared back all the way from King, all the way back to the goalkeeper. But a quick start there from Rangers B. Just a bit sloppy there from Celtic. But I'm really interested to see what Karamoko and Mbele gets up to today. A big fan of Karamoko, I am. Ball comes forward here again now for Rangers. Ball into the area again now. Rangers looking for that second. Here's Lowry. Lowry forward. Here's an opportunity now here for Rangers. And again, cleared away by that Celtic back line. That goes out for in fact, Karamoko back in possession. Karamoko just loses the ball there, though. Alex Lowry on it. And that's cleared away. But yeah, Lowry, I think playing for the Rangers first team, never really put a foot wrong. He played that game in the Cup, but then he played against Livingston. I thought he really did create some good chances for Rangers. He was fantastic when he was called upon. I'm not sure why he didn't carry on playing. I think he played that game against Livingston. And I think Rangers had, what was it? What was his name? Itten up front or something like that. He just wasn't finishing any of the chances. It could have been a cricket score. Lowry was creating so many chances for Rangers there that day, but yeah, just couldn't quite send the team. Well, here comes Ross again. Just offside there that time by Rangers. Rangers had a good start. Celtic just a bit iffy here over the first 4 or 5 minutes. Can you give them a bit of time? They've got that quality in this side, Celtic, especially Karamoko along that right-hand side. Surprised with Karamoko that he's not featuring in the first team today. But I think Ange Postecoglou probably seeing it as a good opportunity to give him a full 90 minutes rather than just coming off the bench and get his fitness up. He has been out for a long time, Karamoko. Picked up an injury in the summer against Bristol City in a friendly game. Ankle injury, had some surgery and of course is now back in the mix of things. Played a couple of games against, played a couple of games in the Europa League, played a couple of games in the Premiership. Oh, Celtic again with another mistake. Here come Rangers now. Going to be an opportunity now for Tony Weston. Chance for Rangers, lovely skill. Oh, it's an opportunity. And that goes over the bar and out of play. And in Ross McLelland nearly making it too. Liam MOC. Oh my goodness me. Good to see you. How long time no see. I thought you would... I don't know where you'd gone, Liam. I missed you, actually. I was thinking about you the other night. Can't wait to smack Rangers in the Europa League show. You lot. Real football. Yeah. I mean, I think West Ham were celebrating as if they won the Europa League the other night, wouldn't they? It was levels, wasn't it? No, joking. I mean, the English media, Jesus me, on Thursday night were so creaming it over West Ham. I was like, yeah, West Ham are supposed to be in the final. They've got £100 million in the bank. They're meant to be there. Like, everyone's so surprised that West Ham are there. It's like, yeah, they're the richest club left in the competition. They're richer than Barcelona, for God's sakes. Of course they're meant to be there. I don't buy into all that nonsense that the English media were conjuring up. Oh, West Ham in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Yeah, they should be there. They should be there year in, year out. Nah, I'm joking. I don't mind West Ham. Here comes Celtic now with another throw in. Celtic moving it forward there again. Just ask some of the Celtic fans, actually, as we're on discussion of European football. Been a good opportunity. Bodo Glimt going through again last night to AZ Alkmaar. I really do think it was an opportunity missed for Celtic to go far in that competition. They would have been playing Roma in the next round. Yeah, opportunity missed. I really do think that way. Good to see Gallant Pioneer, mate. Hope you're well. Rangers playing along that back line here again. Ball forward, again cleared away there by Celtic. Moffat now pushing forward here for the hoops. Again, just cleared away there again. And Rangers back in possession here with the goalkeeper King all the way over the other side. Where are you watching the Rangers game? I bought a subscription ticket, mate. It costs like $4.99 on Rangers TV. I just bought it because I really fancied watching the B team game today. I've heard so much from both sides in terms of the talent on both teams, the youngsters, and I just wanted to see it for myself. I never really watched the B team game, not going to lie. And I'm quite enjoying it, to be fair. It's a decent level. Celtic have made a couple of mistakes. They are growing into the game now, though, ever so slightly. Big Lowry there just giving the ball away. And in fact, winning a throw in there for Rangers. Playing along that back line is King. A lot of talk about King earlier on in the start of the season that, Manchester United was sniffing around for him. Hearing a lot of the big English clubs sniffing around for Rangers and Celtic players at the moment. The youth players, was it Daniel Kelly was one player from Celtic this week. Arsenal apparently after him. Ben Doak, supposedly close to going to Liverpool. He's on the bench today for Celtic B. And then obviously Leon King, when his contract situation, Manchester United apparently wanted him. Here comes Tony Weston now. 35 goals so far this season for Rangers B. And he's looking to try and make it 36. Opportunity for Rangers to make it 2. And again, good defending there by Celtic. George says, Dan's internet still glitching like an old school Mega Drive. Yeah, I have no idea why. I don't know why. I'm on the road at the moment. I'm currently at my grandparents' house, and I don't think their Wi-Fi is that good. I think we'll be back to normal Wi-Fi in my own apartment again next week. So yeah, just bear with me. I suppose just bear with me. It should return back to normal soon. Frimpong was the links to Real Madrid, I think, as well. I've heard about that. I've heard about that. Frimpong. I mean, good money from Celtic perspective for sure. Good money. Cameron Kellers says, I watch the B sides when they come to East Kilbride. Rangers B are the best side in this one. Well, they've certainly sort of started as the best side. I mean, Rangers B could probably have 2 or 3 goals. Celtic just making a bit of defensive mistakes at the back and not really challenge this Rangers defence just yet. Celtic still have some really, really good players at their disposal. The likes of Karamoko, again, coming down to play for the B team, has featured in the first team so far this season, returning from injury. Moffat as well. Doak on the bench. I'm surprised Doak is on the bench. I would have started Doak. Good player. Is Lowry. Cleared away again. Celtic back in possession. Celtic just growing into this match now. 10 minutes played. On that back line here again. Celtic back on the ball. So that's cleared away yet again there from Rangers. The Celtic captain. Ball forward nowadays down this right-hand side. Chance now for Karamoko. And again, just blocked there by Rangers defence with King. And Rangers just play out from the back here yet again and go forward. What else we got here? I thought Frimpong was a cracking player, unbelievably fast. I think nowadays, if you're the modern day fullbacks, if you're fast, then you're just this good player. We just see it nowadays with these modern day fullbacks just getting snapped up. If you can create a chance in a game, then yeah, people like that. Teams like that. Rangers back on the possession here again. Chance for Rangers again now with Lowry. Lowry outside the box, and that's deflected over there. Comes off a Celtic jersey. Just goes over the bar and out of play. Now goes out for a corner kick here for Rangers. But yeah, so far, Rangers dominant here at Ibrox. Now an opportunity here from the corner here for the home side. Can Rangers find a second goal here? For those of you just joining in, there was a 15 seconds on the clock. It was Ross Lowland who scored the goal. Chance for Rangers with Miller. And again, that just goes over and out of possession. Out of play, sorry. And that goes out for a Celtic goal kick. Remember, guys, we got another massive game later on. The Scottish Premiership title race continues. Celtic, first team in the driving seat at the moment. They're 3 points clear of Rangers in the table. They've got a big game against Ross County. I know I say big game, but Ross County are in a bit of a relegation battle. You know what tactics they're going to be playing? They have taken points off the Old Firm so far this season, especially with Rangers, that 3-3 draw. They have got goals in them, Ross County. So it could be a good game at to Celtic Park. 3 points aren't guaranteed, of course. You'd back Celtic to get the job done, but not guaranteed, especially these sides fighting for survival. We could have a good game in our hands at Parkhead later on this afternoon. That game will be live from 3 o'clock. We'll be covering that one on the channel as well. Ball forward here again now from the Celtic defence as they look to try and move forward here. Just sloppy passing though there from Celtic as that goes back out for another throw. And now Rangers can capitalise and go the other way. Hits it over the top, back into that back line, and Rangers moving forward. But as things stand, still early in this game, still long way to go. But as things stand, Rangers would go above Celtic in the Lowland League, take that second place spot. For those of you not that familiar with the B Team League and how it works, the Lowland League, Rangers B and Celtic B can't get promoted. I'm not a fan of them being in the Lowland League. I think they should be in the actual Scottish pyramid. A bit like how Bayern and Ajax and the Eredivisie, the Bundesliga, all do it. They have all their second teams in the German pyramid, in the Dutch pyramid. They just can't go up into the top division. Same with Spanish teams, right? Real Madrid, Castilla, Barcelona, B team. But it's good for them to play in the other leagues, get a feel for it. The highest they can go is to the second tier. But I just think it gives younger players more of an opportunity. And I think we could see that with Scotland, and I think for attendance rates as well in the lower divisions, it would really help out. Lowry with a shot. Rangers have made it second. What a goal there! 2-0 Rangers, and Rangers are running away with this one here. 14 minutes played at Ibrox. Rangers 2, Celtic 0, and a huge goal there from Lowry. What a shot! What a finish! Celtic have been all over the place in these first 15 minutes at Ibrox. Really, defensively, so poor. And Lowry puts that one into the back of the net. Good finish. And Rangers in cruise control here at Ibrox after a quarter of an hour. But a good player Lowry's been. Real big fan of Lowry. Especially in the first team as well. But an unbelievable start. And Rangers look like they will be going to the second in the table. Huge for the Jers. They will overtake Celtic. Celtic currently are in second place. But Rangers will have a chance now. Well, as things stand, we'll go to second and have the bragging rights down there in the lower tiers. What channel is this game on, please, says Fraser? It's on Rangers TV, mate. It's on Rangers TV. You have to pay a £5 to watch it, buddy. What's it saying? Dan, Scottish football don't like Rangers and Celtic first teams. What chance do they have adding B teams? Yeah, but I think it would be good for attendance rates. I really do. I think it'd help out the lower division, especially if you stuck a Rangers B, Celtic B in the League Two, and let them go up the table. It'll be so competitive down there as well. So when it comes down to like the last few games of the season, and the cult teams have a chance to go and win the third division trophy, the second division trophy, yeah, you just get more attendances. I think they were just following the numbers. Rangers and Celtic fans, as you see today, 10,000 Rangers fans just showing up to watch this game. Means nothing. It's a dead rubber. It's a B team game. It's just for bragging rights. Just fans would just want to go there and watch football if the first team aren't playing. Rangers looking for a third here. Celtic need to be careful. Sort of regroup them. So Tony Weston came in there for Rangers. So Celtic need to sort themselves out. Celtic really good attacking options. Moffat, Karamoko stand out for me. The Rangers dominant here in this match. For those of you asking to watch the game, Rangers TV, £5 is the thing. I don't know if it's on He's Go. I bought the pass, so I don't know if it's being streamed or not. The thing I'd say about Tony Weston though, he is quite scrawny, quite skinny, right? Maybe he needs to beef up a tiny bit for the men's game. Like a lot of these boys here, like both sides, Celtic B and Rangers B, they're all very small and like skinny. I know they're young kids, but I think they need to maybe bulk up a bit, right? Bit rich me saying this. Celtic now with another throw. No, they actually do like literal like thing. That defender's quite a big one for Celtic. The big tall guy at the back. Ball forward there by Celtic again. If I want to see a bit more from Karamoko, as I say, I've always been vocal on Karamoko. Big fan of Karamoko. Do want to see him do well. To be fair, I've known about him for absolute years. It just doesn't seem like it's going to really work out at Celtic at the moment. Just running sort of the contract coming to an end. Now playing for the B team. I understand he's come back from injury. Good opportunity to get the fitness up. But yeah, I would. Yeah, interesting to see what happens over the next sort of couple of months with Karamoko. That will come down still young. I'm really excited about our young players more than ever, says RFC 56. I think on both sides, really good young players. Rangers, you've got King, McCann, Lowry, Weston looks good, Ross McClellan looks good, Celtic, Doak, Daniel Kelly, Moffat, Karamoko still playing down there as well. So there's some really exciting young talents on both sides, which is good. But it's just about keeping on to them. I've seen so many English Premier League sides sniffing around the academy because they're not tied down. A lot of them aren't tied down to professional deals just yet, or depending on their age, they can't sign a contract until they're 17 or something like that. And then you got Liverpool and all the likes of it sort of sniffing about, trying to take players away. So you just need to be careful with those sort of teams, and just try and keep the young players within Scotland and try and get them into the first team as well. Ball forward again now here for Rangers, cleared away again there by Celtic. Karamoko. That just comes off a green and white jersey. I think it's going to go out for a goal kick there for Rangers. 20 minutes played here. Rangers 2, Celtic 0. And Celtic haven't really challenged the Rangers' defence really at all that much in this game. Karamoko's been sort of non-existent in this match, to be perfectly honest. Pretty disappointed from his perspective. Here's Weston. Weston forward here again. David McCallum leading this Rangers B team. Here comes Ross again. Celtic defence just getting tore apart. Just trying to get on the ball. Lowry again with another shot. That time goes wide and out of play. But again, another good opportunity there for Rangers. Did well with it though, nonetheless. Yeah, I suppose that about Cafel, mate. Both of our clubs are not great introducing their best youth and lose them to the Premier League. I see that. I see that for sure. Gallant Pioneer says the women's team is doing well too. Maybe that's probably where I draw the line at. Maybe watching. I can't watch women's football, unfortunately. I've tried to. I tried watching the World Cup. It was actually quite interesting, to be fair, but it's just too much. It's too high scoring for me. Like too many goals. I know it sounds so bizarre, but yeah, I don't know. I just can't. I just can't get into the women's game really. I like actually. I did enjoy the World Cup a few years back. I watched that. I think it was 2019, same year as the Rugby World Cup or something like that. But I enjoyed that actually. I did enjoy it, but yeah, I can't. I probably couldn't watch league games, especially Scottish women's Scottish football. Jesus me. I'm joking. I'm joking. Here's Lowry again. Oh, he's a great player, Lowry, in that middle of the park. He's a really, really good player. I think he's too good for this B team, and I think he's. I don't understand it because he played that cup game. It was an athletic for Rangers, and then he played against Livingston. He was the best player in the park, and they've not seen Lowry since. It's like he was the best player. It was Cedric Eaton that day. He just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. But I mean, he's got a lot of midfield options to contend with Lowry. You know, up against he's got Ramsey, Kamara, Rebo, all these boys. So yeah, it's probably a hard avenue to get in. He's still playing games. And now here comes Tony Weston with a chance to make it 36 for the season. And he does. Rangers 3-0 up. And it's Tony Weston with his 36th goal of the season for Rangers. And Rangers are in absolute cruise control here at Ibrox as Rangers have made it 3-0. And Celtic, a bad day at the office for them. So poor defensively, Celtic. Just so open there as well. And this could be a real pumping this game. Tony Weston got that composure. Unbelievable finish. 36 goals this season. Unbelievable stats. Unbelievable. 36. I don't care what level that is at. 36 and the season's still going on. Fantastic season for him. Weston scores Rangers third, and it's 3-0 up here by the 24th minute. Pretty much a mirror of the game, but on the other side, Celtic, I think, were 3-0 up by the 24th minute against Rangers at Parkhead back in February. So pretty much like a carbon copy, but just on the other side. Celtic, how they respond, it is a bit of a gubbin here. I was not expecting this Celtic, so I thought Celtic were going to come out a bit more better. Karamoko has been shut out this game completely, not really been given a chance at all. Ball along that back line there again. Ball forward again there, and Rangers win the ball back again. Celtic could be on the chance. Rangers now with Weston again, and oh my God, nearly. Rangers have a good chance of making it 4 now again. My goodness me. Louise Wise says the B team's better than the first team. Well, Celtic fans, I'm going to say, don't get too bogged down by this one. I suppose it is just the B team, but all eyes will turn to 3 o'clock for the actual Celtic first team in this title race. They play against Ross County at Parkhead. Huge game in that in the Premiership. Chance to go 6 clear at the top of the table. Chance to go 6 clear at the top of the table. Rangers play tomorrow, of course, against Dundee. Dens Park, hard place to go. But yeah, huge opportunity for Celtic. So do tune in at 3 o'clock, guys. Don't go anywhere. Building up for that game as well. Luke Morton says cricket score inbound, 36 goals for the wee man. Get him in Lowry on the bench and getting some minutes every game or second game because they can compete at this level, says Luke Morton. Jam123 says, who watches B Team FFS? Be back when the real teams play. I do, mate. I watch it. I just like watching football, mate. I don't really care what level it's at. I probably, as I said, I do draw the line probably at the women's game. I can't get into it. Karamoko just getting clipped there. Ball forward here again now from Celtic along that left-hand side. Good turnout, by the way. Big shout out to everyone who's tuning in. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Let's try to get to 100 likes on this stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're closing in on 14,000 subscribers. Ball into the area down that left-hand side here again for Celtic. Ball into the box. Opportunity now here for Celtic to get one back. Celtic were to get a goal, it would be there's plenty of time left in this game to try and turn things around. But Celtic just haven't really tested this Rangers defence, nor have they tested the goalkeeper at all. Now here they come with Moffat. Good passing there. Just loses the ball though, and Rangers passing so fluidly, beautifully. Beautiful football Rangers are playing. Really bright young talents in this B team. Louise says Karamoko is pish. I don't know what to think with Karamoko. When I watch him, he does excite me sometimes, but yeah, I mean, if you compare him, like as he said, this dubbed as a wonder kid, if you compare him to like Jude Bellingham, he's no way near that. So it makes you think, he's 19 now. Plenty of time, still a young player. We've seen it with Martin Odegaard. I remember when he was 15 on the scene, everyone was thinking he was going to be world class. He went down to the Eredivisie and people were writing him off at 18. But now he's in a mature Arsenal. He's one of the main players in that team at the moment. So we're starting to see a bit more from him now. So it might just take a bit of time with Karamoko to get things going. I think he would suit the French league. If he went down to like Monaco or someone like that, or one of those sort of leagues, I think, a bit of a softer, not as physical as the Scottish League. I think he would really thrive in that sort of division. French League, Eredivisie would be a good technical league for him to go to. I think if he's going to leave Celtic, I think he should maybe look at that as his next step. Maybe go to PSV, maybe go to Feyenoord or someone like that. I think that would be a good next step. Just think about another league. I think Karamoko could really, really fit into that division. That's if he's not staying at Celtic. I think Celtic should do all they can to keep him. But if I was Karamoko, his size, physicality, he's gone down there. He's holding his ankle. Not a good sign there. Oh my goodness me. This is not what you're going to see from Karamoko. Just speaking of the devil, he's holding his ankle. He's just had ankle surgery. Oh, Karamoko, man. You got to feel for him in terms of his injuries. Rangers B just getting a bit of a break here. Half an hour. Perfect start from Rangers. Alex Lowry got blooming 2 sleeves. Looks like a kid. 2 sleeves. How old is he? Is he at 17 or something like that? Blooming 2 full sleeves. Alex Lowry. Jesus. I think Karamoko will be okay there, guys. Celtic fans, breathe. He's up to his feet there. Just a little bit concerning when he's holding his ankle, just because he has been having that surgery over the last, couple of months. He's been out for the whole of the season, really. He's too injury prone. Yeah, I know he's injury prone. But I think, yeah, as I was saying, maybe the Eredivisie, the next step would be perfect for him. To be fair, it's a decent crowd today in the live chat. There's no one... everyone's pretty much well behaved. I don't even think we've got any moderators modding this, to be fair. Everyone seems to be pretty well behaved today. Well done. We've got a good crowd here. Ball forward again for Rangers again. Now has an opportunity to make it 4. Is Ross McLaughlin again. Scored the goal. 15 seconds on the clock earlier on. Cleared away, and Celtic's defence just getting chopped there. Rangers just winning every ball. Celtic just want to keep the score down. Who scored first? It was Ross McClelland. Sorry for pronunciation. Ross McClelland scored the first one. Lowry scored a belter from outside the box, and the third goal was from Tony Weston. Here comes Celtic along that back line. They could have capitalised there, but the flag goes up there on Celtic, and that's going to go out for a free kick here for the Jazz. Cough. No, it's just usually no. Dan, I know everyone's usually well behaved in it. There's just always somebody making an ass of it. Oh yes, of course. Oh, I forgot to even tell you. I can't believe I didn't even tell everyone. Right, guys. So Rangers are playing Braga tomorrow, right? And basically, long story short, I won't be doing a live stream for Braga v Rangers, the first leg. Basically, I booked tickets to go out to Porto. I booked flight tickets to go out to Porto. Funnily enough, basically just going to do a bit of not vlogs or anything like that, but I'm going to go out there do a bit of content towards the supporters and stuff like that. Kind of get a feel for the atmosphere, you know, going out there for pure Scottish football purposes, and hopefully try and get a ticket to the game. So no, I'm not turning into Fogden. I've already said this before. I'm not. The channel is going to still remain the same, but I do want to get some fan interviews, get some fans' opinions on stuff here on the channel. You're going to see that over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we're going to be Pure Scottish Football is going abroad on April the 7th to Braga. Flights have been booked, hotels have been booked. It's going to be an interesting game. I cannot wait for it. And I'm going to go out there, soak up a bit of the atmosphere with the fans, interview some of the Rangers fans, and see what happens. This is going to be much the same. What's going to be happening on the channel? Celtic fans, don't worry. You're going to get some stuff as well. I'm going to probably be going to Parkhead sometime next week to speak to the Celtic faithful as well. So yeah, we're gonna get some others. The content's still going to remain the same, but we're just going to be getting some fan interaction on the channel as well. But yeah, going to be interesting. Yeah, Porto's booked for April the 7th. Going to be a cracker. Going to be an absolute cracker. Dan, Dundee tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing Dundee tomorrow. I'm doing the Dundee game tomorrow. I'm saying April 7th. Braga v Rangers. I booked a ticket to go to Porto to soak up the atmosphere and see what's going on. Going out there for pure Scottish football, you know. Everyone says assuming means Dundee. No, Dundee. Guys, I'm doing a live stream for Dundee. I mean, I'm going to Braga on April 7th, not tomorrow. So Porto. Or Braga on April 7th. The stream will still be going ahead tomorrow. Peter Lowe. No, not next week. No, I was just going to ask them about their league running maybe next week. Who knows? We'll see what happens, bud. We'll see what... 10 minutes to go to the first half. Rangers been dominant here. Celtic really, really bad. Dan and Irish Mick collab outside Parkhead. Irish Mick, yeah, man. If Irish Mick wants to do a collab, I'll do a collab of Irish Mick. Covering Porto. No, but Porto is Porto is the closest airport to Braga. It's about 30-minute drive away. So that's why I'm flying into Porto. Don't worry, Gallen, mate. I'll see you out there, Gallen. I'm sure you'll be out there, will you not? I hope Luke is going with you, Dan. Maybe. As they always say, Luke the Tim. No, I don't think Luke the Tim. Going to Porto because you're a loyal booze nose, sir. Tell the truth, says Luke Morton. Down at the start, you said Rangers versus Braga tomorrow. I'm sorry, I didn't mean Rangers v Braga tomorrow. I meant Rangers v Braga on Thursday, the 7th of April. Hey, Celtic fans as well. Next year, if Celtic are playing the Champions League, I'll do some fan interviews for Celtic as well in Europe. As I say, I'm looking at maybe hiring somebody to have a little look around. Gallant, you're not going, mate, are you? You're going to be going. Yeah, I'm up for some collabs. I think me and is it Keith from Come on the Hoop Celtic or something like this. I think me and him may be doing a collab. Well, we've talked about it on live streams. I'd like to do a collab with Keith at some point. I'll give him a message. I'm just trying to get settled down, but I'm in the middle of moving house, and I'll try and get some collabs on the go. But yeah, I think I'm going to be doing a collab with Keith. There's a lot more Celtic content creators than Rangers content creators. I don't really see many Rangers content creators about the place. I would like to do some collabs with the Rangers content creators as well, but there's not that many out there. There's a few. It's the CJ, he does his thing. There's a few good podcasts for the Rangers ones as well, but yeah, I don't really see as many. There's lots of Celtic content creators. Ball forward here again now here for Rangers. Rangers still controlling things and proceedings here as they look to try and find their fourth goal. Celtic need to try something a bit different. Maybe if they get into half time. This is B team football, by the way. So scores can change drastically. There could be loads and loads of goals in these sort of games. B team games will end 5-6, 7-0 sometimes. So it can happen. Aiden 069 says Rangers are so bad they need to celebrate the B team. CJ Novo. I mean, I think CJ Novo is quite big time, he might be quite hard to get on the channel. Nah, he's big time. But he's got I think he's like 50k or something like this. So, I mean, maybe. Try and message him. Later on, ball comes into the area. Rangers, nearly making it 4. Just off the post. Goes out to the, goes out of play. Opportunity here. Rangers probably should have been making it 4-0. That just comes off the post. Goes out of play. And Celtic in it just. My goodness me, they need to try and sort things out at half-time. So this defence is awful. Defending in this game has been really, really bad standard. And Celtic is second in this division as well. This has been really, really poor showing from Celtic. Not sure if it's the occasion or whatever, but defensively, all over the shop, Celtic. Ascom just ban everyone that goes against their narrative, even if you're a Celtic fan. Rangers have 1 trophy in 10 years. How could I watch this? Guys, it's on Rangers TV. I don't know if it's on Celtic TV. It's £5. I'm sure it's just on Rangers TV. So, yeah, you're going to have to go get it there. Rangers could be 4 or 5 up in this game. Celtic, Celtic probably lucky to be going in at half-time at 3-0. It's been that bad from a Celtic perspective. I want to see a bit more from Celtic in the second half in terms of they've got really good attacking options. They should go up there, try and cause some problems. I don't think the goalkeeper's done anything for Rangers. I really don't. Rangers has been dominant all over the shop, and that's a good opportunity as that comes into the area and again cleared away there by Celtic. Are you staying in Porto or Braga? So I'm staying in Braga for 2 nights. And then I'm going to be going to Porto for the weekend. So Wednesday night, Thursday night in Braga. and then Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and then I go back on the Monday. But yeah, I'm going to be getting pissed in Porto. I haven't been to Porto. I've never been to Portugal, in fact. Actually, in fact, I'm telling a lie. I drove through Portugal just by Gibraltar, but I've never really been to Portugal. So Porto's always been on the list for me. It'll be a bit of April sunshine, hopefully. So yeah, be enjoying it. Yeah, just I'm there to soak up the atmosphere, guys. You know what I mean? For the channel and all that. See what the Rangers fans are saying. On Rangers TV for $4.99, including yeah, you get the women's game as well. Ball here again is Lowry. Oh, Lowry's such a good player, really good player. Unbelievable. Oh, he's so. How was he not getting into the team in the first? Well, I don't know why he's not getting the first team. Some good opportunity. There's some good players in the Rangers first team, but if he's not going to be getting consistent football, then I think he should be going out on loan, and not out on loan to a League Two, League One Championship side. I'm talking go out on loan to maybe a Hibs or a Hearts or something like that. I think he could really get into their team and make them a better side. None of this loan nonsense to Kilmarnock and crap down there in League Two, in the Championship. I think go to a nice Hearts side, go to a nice Hibs side, and he'll fit in there, Lowry. I think that should be the next step for him next season. If he's not going to be getting consistent minutes, which I don't think he will at Rangers next season, then I think, yeah, maybe get into that Hearts side, go to Hearts on loan or maybe Hibs on loan. I really do think he could be. I think he can make the difference in that midfield. I really do. Maybe Tony Weston. There's no good Tony Weston scoring 36 goals in Lowland League. He should be going out on loan. Again, maybe try him in the Championship and see what he's capable of. Maybe a Kilmarnock or a Inverness. But yeah, I think should be playing. You don't want to be staying down the Lowland League, especially as you're going through your teens for the rest of your life. Ball forward here again now. Karamoko Dembele looking to make something happen here for Celtic. And Celtic peg one back before half time and again cleared away by Rangers. Larry needs a shot tomorrow, even if it's only 10 minutes or so, because he deserves to be. He's not going to play if he's played 90 minutes today. I don't think he'll play at Dens tomorrow. Might be on the bench, but I don't think he'll play. They win themselves a corner there, an opportunity. I'll say, just trying to get a goal back in this one. Rangers along that back line here again. Jamie Brown says, catchy for a beer in Braga. Yeah, of course, mate. Of course. I'll be there or thereabout. I'll be cutting about somewhere. To be fair, actually, I would like to see some Rangers fans out there because, as I say, I'm going to do. I want to get you all not drunk. I just want to get some maybe some fan interviews ready for that game because it's a big game for Rangers. So yeah, a couple fan interviews out in Portugal would be good. A couple beers, be good to meet up with some of the subscribers and stuff like that. Come feature on the channel or something, right? What do you think the first leg score will be for Braga? I mean, it's so far away. There's so much that can happen. But I think a lot of Rangers fans are sitting in the groups and maybe saying that the tie's already done. Look, Braga are a good side. They beat a decent Monaco team in Ligue 1. Spent a lot of money in the summer, did Monaco. So yeah, I think Rangers have enough to go and win. They should be beating Braga. It's a very, very good opportunity for a semi-final. It really is a very good opportunity. And you don't get these opportunities come up, especially for a Scottish team, all too much. You know, Braga in the quarterfinals. You know, Rangers have already beat them. They've got worse over the years, Braga, in fact. They're not the same side that were this hot prospect in European football back in 2019-20 season. They've sort of regressed and Rangers have got better. They've sold a lot of key players. They're currently fourth in the table, 25 points behind Porto. Been very, very inconsistent, dropping points in against games against the lower sides in Portugal. So, look, Rangers should be winning the game, but it's about not being complacent and going out there. I think Ibrox being the second leg this time will benefit Rangers in a way. If they can go out there, maybe get a goal, 1-0 or something like that in Braga, 2-0 in Braga. I think Ibrox will see them over the line. I really do. I do. I think it would be a good watch. I think 6 or 7-2 to the Bears over the two legs. Jamsey123 says, I bet Braga can win the game. But then again, there's going to be a lot to be played for in the league this year. There's so much. April is so congested for Rangers, and we've seen so many times that maybe if Rangers get to the semi-finals, then I do think Celtic. I personally now think Celtic will win the league. I think I don't know why. I just do. I think after that game against Motherwell for Rangers, that was it. I think that's the game where Rangers are going to look back on, where they gave up that 2-0 lead and go, that's the 2 points that Rangers needed to win the league. I said it at the time, and I think that's going to be the case now. So I do think Celtic will win the league, personally, and I think it will be by about a point. I think Rangers will win at Ibrox. I think Celtic might win at Parkhead. But, yeah, I see it being so tight. I see it maybe being won by Celtic by about a point, 2 points. And I really do think that Rangers are going to look back at the end of the season and go, that Motherwell game will be the difference between winning the league title or not. Which then leads to the fact that I think Rangers need to make sure that they've got to win the Europa League. They can beat Braga, a real good opportunity to get to the semi-final. Semi-final will be against RB Leipzig or Atalanta. Again, Dortmund are better than both of those teams. So if you can beat Dortmund, you can beat those teams. But again, look, it's just about getting to the final. I really do think that. But it is what it is. Guys, it's half time here, guys. Rangers 3, Celtic now. I'm going to go get a brew. I'm going to go get some tunes on ready to go for the second, for the half-time break. Arsenal 1-0 up against Villa at the moment. Coventry 1-0 up against Derby. And as I say, Rangers 3-0 up against Celtic here as things stand. Just going to get some tunes on, and then I'll go catch a brew. Go catch one. Go make a brew. And then we'll be ready to go in about 5 minutes for the second half. Gathering troops back again, ready to go for the second half. Just change that over. Pause the tunes. Half-time entertainment and all that good stuff. Right, anyway, guys, 1-1 there. Derby County doing business. Yes, hopefully they can try and stay in the championship. I'd be mad if they did. But yeah, 1-1 in that game. Hopefully Villa can get a goal against Arsenal. I don't like Arsenal. So yeah. Guys, what do you think? Is it half-time, as Cameron Lindsay? Yeah, it's half-time, mate. So I'm just going to unprivatize the Celtic live stream. As I say, Celtic on next in an hour's time. Looking forward to that game. Celtic v Ross County. We've got a double header today, Saturday, you know. Double header. Working double hard for you guys. And then tomorrow, Dundee versus Rangers as well. And then, yeah, looking forward to it. Dundee v Rangers. And then it's fucking international. Sorry for my language there. International break. For God's sakes, man. Bloody sick of international breaks. Even though we've not had one since November. But yeah. I wouldn't have minded if it was the Ukraine-Scotland game was being played. Because that was going to be a cracking match. You know, a chance to get to the World Cup. But now it's going to be friendlies. I hate friendlies, man. I absolutely hate them. Obviously, we're going to sit there and watch the game in that. But for God's sakes, man. It's like, it's just pure cack to watch. Do you know what I mean? Here as well, by the way, I went to inquire about the it was at Hampden Suites or for the Scottish Cup semi-final. You know, I was thinking, you know, I'm gonna go corporate this year. I'm gonna go to, because I know I wouldn't get a ticket to the semi-final, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go corporate. You know, I'm probably willing to pay, you know, 300 quid or so max, right, to go watch this game, 3-course meal and all the rest of it at Hampden. You know, go to buy the ticket when they come out. I thought, you know, it's gonna be 300 quid. I get to think, minimum ticket, £500 for a corporate seat against for the Old Firm derby in the Scottish Cup semi-final. Was like, no, I ain't paying that. No way. I was willing to pay 300 because I've never been to an Old Firm game before, but madness. 300, 500 odd quid, bonkers. I'm not paying that. I drew the line at 300. Even 300 was pushing the boat out a tiny bit, but my goodness me, 500 quid. I think we're under the way for the second half, actually. Getting ready for the second half, should I say. No, it's coming on soon. Callum Pioneer, you're making too much candy, living a No, mate, no. I'm complete opposite, brud. But I did want to go to because I was so desperate to go to an Old Firm game, and I just can't get tickets because they're from bloody season ticket holders, and rightfully so. You know, I'm just some English twat that wants tickets. So yeah, it's rightfully so. It goes to season ticket holders. But I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'll just go corporate, but my goodness me, so expensive. £500 minimum. Not paying that. Compared to the Hearts and Hibs game, I think the Hearts and Hibs game was about 200 quid. So it's just showing you the perspective of how much the price jump is for the Old Firm game. But there's actual Sky Lounges in that Hampden corporate thing for 6,000 quid. Who's sitting there? Is it Rod Stewart and somebody there paying £6,000 to go watch that game in the corporate? Mental. No, Gallant, mate. Not true, buddy. Not true. Not true. Let's have a look at some of the scores throughout Europe at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, let's have a little look what's going on. As I say, Arsenal 1-0 up against Villa. Saka scoring the goal there. 20 minutes to go at the at Villa Park. Big result if they get over the line there, by the way. Arbroath, big game later on as well. The dream's still on for them, by the way. No, it's not. They're second now. Kilmarnock are top. I don't want Kilmarnock up again. They're cack. Sorry, Kilmarnock fans, but I hate your park. That's what it is. I hate Rugby Park. I used to like Rugby Park back in the day. Good stadium, but now with that plastic pitch, I want you out. I want Arbroath to go to the big time. Hey, do you know what I found out, by the way, today? My dad's a season ticket holder, so I'm going to try and get him to get me a ticket. There you go, mate. That's it. That's it with the season tickets. You know, you just get in. But yeah, I mean, yeah, fair play. Obviously, if you're a season ticket holder, you should be getting the first dibs. Of course, you should be. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get to an Old Firm game by the looks of things, unless probably Ibrox or Celtic Park would be my best bet to go. But it's like, oh, it's so hard. I think when I move up to Scotland next week, I'm gonna try and network with some people, try and see what happens, man. I need to get to an Old Firm derby. I've not been. It's on my bucket list. Just go to the pub and do your stream from the pub and watch it. Yeah, maybe. Stream it watching through a pub window. Yeah. There's that we are the Colombian striker that plays in the under-21s. Yeah, I don't think he's on the part. We are getting underway for the second half now, by the way, troops. And here we go. Second half is about to get underway, and it is Rangers who get us started. Rangers already, it's scored 15 seconds in the first half. Almost trying to go there for a first 15 seconds in the second half, but Celtic's goalkeeper does collect the ball. Well done there. Ball forward here again now for Rangers down that right-hand side. Ball into the box, and again, Celtic's goalkeeper just collects it there. And then goes the other way. Not too bad, the goalkeeper, to be fair. He's just... Defence has been really poor for Celtic, I think. Goalkeeper must be so hard. I don't know how you see a path to the first team as a goalkeeper. So tough. Definitely the hardest position to make it in, I think. McCallum. McCallum's an interesting guy. What's his backstory? David McCallum. Does anyone know that? What else have we got here? In the world, Juan Allegria, he looks okay, but Weston is where it's at. I mean, he's quite a big boy, though, to be fair. Not Weston, Allegria. I think he's made 16 goals anyway already so far this season, but compared to Weston's 36, it's mental. Come to my den when you're up, Dan. Don't know about that, mate. We're coming to cesspit. Nah, joking. I'm moving to Glasgow, guys. I'm moving to Glasgow actually. I think I might be moving, maybe outside. I don't know yet. I've not got an apartment sorted, but I'm going up to I moved to Scotland Tuesday, staying at my relative's house for a week to look for an apartment and that. But I've been seeing stuff sort of in the West End that look quite nice. A place called Pollock. Pollock, is that nice? And Mary Hill, you know Mary Hill. Mary Hill looks pretty good to live in. No, I'm joking. Not Mary Hill, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to be staying. I mean, if anyone's got some good places, good recommendations of where to stay. I mean, I've got relatives telling me where to go and all that. But yeah, I'm going to try and keep away from the hill, I think. Ball forward again here for Rangers. Into the area again, and that's cleared away by Celtic. Says Young G, where you from? I said I was brought up in the hill. There's a good Glasgow rapper, by the way. Good shout out. It's Triple or something like that. If you're a Rangers fan, he always does like these Rangers slurs. I'm a massive fan. Lowry's gone down there, by the way. Ankle injury, I think. He's down, hit the deck. That's worrying sight. He's had a cracking game. Cracking season as well, Lowry. Scored the goal, that second goal there for Rangers. Just the treatment team coming on the park for him. Hopefully nothing too serious. Yeah, I'm not, guys. I was only joking. I'm not moving to Mary Hill, unfortunately. I've been warned against it by friends. They said you wouldn't last. They said you wouldn't last 2 seconds with that accent. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I'm thinking of the West End, maybe. I don't know. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be going, but I'm having a little look. I'm looking forward to it though. Can't wait. I love Scotland. I love Glasgow as a city. One of my best city in the UK for going out on the drink. I want you got we're out on the source most nights anyway. Not in the garage, but I'll be I'll probably be out most weekends. Nah, joking. I do like to party, but and Glasgow's where it's at. Some Bucky bombs and that, love it. Ball forward again now here for Rangers. Back into the area. Here's Lowry. Cleared away again there by Celtic. Rangers back into the area again looking for that fourth goal. And again, just blocked there by Celtic. And that goes out for a goal kick here for... Oh, in fact, I think it goes off a corner. Goes off a green and white jersey. It's much of the same second half here for Rangers. Celtic have just in a shell defensively. Been so poor. Well unorganised. Rangers so dominant on it. And now looking to try and get a corner kick here. Rangers looking to try and make it 4-0 here. 50 minutes played here at Ibrox. Rangers 3, Celtic 0. Bring Luke up with you, so if you get jumped, you can offer Luke as a ransom. Now, I've lived in some rough places. I lived in Mexico, so I'm not too scared of Glasgow, I don't think. Mexico's cartel country. Get yourself up to the Poso Towers, just like Canary Wharf. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can afford that, mate. I'm not made of dosh. Drumchapel is my hometown. What league are Falkirk? I think they're in League One, mate. League One. Just off the top of my head, there, I might be wrong, but I think they're in League One. I remember that. I remember they were competing. I remember the Championship days with them. Hearts, Hibs, Rangers, and Falkirk. It was always it was a really good league that year. 2015, I think it was cracking. Really good season. I very much enjoyed it. Well, if anyone's got a lift going from Glasgow to London, London Stansted on April 6th, I'm willing to take that lift for you. So I couldn't get tickets from Glasgow to Porto, so I'm going from London to Porto. So yeah, we go London to Porto. So anyone going from London to Porto, I'll see you on the plane, maybe. April 6th. Ball forward here again from Rangers, down that left-hand side. Just outside the box. Rangers with a shot, and that goes wide of the post. And again, just couldn't get that fourth goal there. Celtic in trouble. Poor. So poor today. Let's see a bit more of them coming out their shell, Celtic. They need to try and get that ball to Karamoko and Moffat and try and do something with it. It's been really, really bad showing, especially defensively. Organisation all over the place. Not a really good performance today. No, this game won't determine their season as such, but they've had a cracking. They were second before this game, and now is an opportunity maybe to make it up. The flag goes up there for Celtic. Nearly had a chance to go get a goal back in this game. Do you think Rangers can go all the way? Says Rangers 55. Well, I've been fairly vocal so far. Do you mean Rangers go all the way where? In terms of the league or the Europa League? In terms of the league, I think Celtic will win the league. Honestly, that's my honest opinion right now. I think Rangers kind of gave it away in a way, the Ross County game, Motherwell game. But Europa League, I do think Rangers can go all the way with the Europa League. I do think that. I think the quarterfinals are such a good opportunity to have Braga, an out of form Braga as well, in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. A chance to get into the semis. You're never going to get an opportunity like that, especially in my lifetime, I don't think. Unbelievable opportunity to get to the semis. And then once you're in the semis, that's it. You're there. 2 games away from the final. I think so. I think they can. And then when you get to the final, then who are you going to get? You know, I look at Atalanta and I look at RB Leipzig in the semi. Them two teams are bottle jobs. They don't win trophies, whether that be the DFB Pokal, whether that be the Coppa Italia, whether that be other European competitions. They're bottle jobs. I can't see them getting to a final. I really can't. And then West Ham and all the rest of it. Everyone's giving this West Ham the big licks and all the rest of it. West Ham have never won a trophy. I think they've won one FA Cup in their history. They get to a final of the Europa League, they'll shit their pants. So I don't see West Ham winning it. And then Barca, maybe they're probably the team that I think that could cause Rangers a massive problem in the final. But Barcelona they're a shell, you know. They've got Aubameyang, they've got Memphis. These guys aren't winners. They've not won anything. Yeah, they've won FA Cup with Arsenal or whatever, but they're not, you know, Iniesta and all those, Xavi and all the rest of them anymore. They're not serial winners. You know, they're young players. Pedri never won anything. PK, yeah, he's won stuff, but they've never won anything, this team. So, yeah, I could see in the final, you know, and upset anything can happen in a final, to be fair. Look at Man U and Villarreal last year. So, yeah, if you get to a final, then that's it. Someone saying that about her. Probably be Barca finals as Tyler Bath. It's being played in Seville. It's being played in Seville. But I do honestly think Josh Mackay says Rangers will win nothing this season, same as usual. I honestly, I don't know. I know the majority of the viewers right now are Rangers fans, which probably upset Rangers fans in a way, but I do think Celtic will win the league. I don't know why. I just my whole I've always said Rangers will win the league this year, and up until that Motherwell game, I just said it from then. I was just thinking, nah, I think that's the game. I think that is the game where Rangers fans will look back on and go, we gave away a 2-0 lead, dropped 2 points. And I think there's going to be 2 or 3 points in it this season. And I think they're the 2 points. I think they're the 2 points. I think that's the game. I really do think that's the game. We're going to look back at and go 2-0 up, half time at Ibrox and drawing 2-2 to Motherwell. It's criminal. It's criminal. You can't do that if you're going to win a league title. No way. The Scottish Cup. I mean, Scottish Cup. I don't think the Scottish Cup will go to anyone. I don't think the Old Firm will win the Scottish Cup. I have a sneaky feeling. That it's going to be Hearts, and I think Hearts will win the final. I don't know who they're going to play, either Rangers or Celtic. I think Hearts are going to win it, the Scottish Cup. But I do think Rangers can win the Europa League. I do think Rangers can win the Europa League, and I'm not even being deluded at all either. By the way, I think Rangers can win the Europa League. Good opportunity to get to the semis. Good opportunity, really good opportunity to go through. I just think beat Braga. Braga has to be. I think Rangers fans should be upset if Rangers don't beat Braga. I really do. And then the semis, RB Leipzig, Atalanta, bottle jobs. They won't get to a final. Good opportunity there, and then a final. Barca, West Ham, Frankfurt, or I think West Ham gets to the final with shit the pants. I think that would happen. West Ham get to a final with shit pants. They won't be able to handle the pressure because they'll be massive favourites going into it as well if it was against Rangers, and then the English media will be talking them up. I just think it would shit the pants, and end up losing the game. Who else is the other team in there? Leon. You know what? Leon might be I don't know. I think again, Leon are bottle jobs as well. They shit their pants as well in big moments. I think it's semis of the Champions League and all the rest of it. Yeah, I can't see them winning either. Ball forward here again now. Oh, lovely little bit of play there from Rangers along that right hand side. Chance for the Jazz again. If Rangers beat Celtic, they're winning it. FFS hip scalped Rangers at Hampden in the semis of the League Cup. Yeah, but if Rangers beat Celtic, Celtic still be topped by by goal difference, I think. So Celtic have got one slip up them. Rangers, I mean, they have to win. I mean, look, technically the title's in Rangers' hands. If Rangers win all their games, they'll win the title. But form suggests that they won't win all their games. Celtic have got one slip up in them left. I'd rather be in Celtic's position than Rangers for sure. So yes, I think Celtic have got that extra point where it's not a point, but it's the goal difference which gives them that sort of point advantage. It'll be interesting to see how it plans out. It really will be interesting to see how everything pans out in the division. But I don't know. I just feel more swayed to Celtic winning it at the moment. But again, anything can change. Anything can change, and that's I've said Rangers all season. I really have. But just after that Motherwell game, I think Celtic might just get over the line. And then Scottish Cup, I'm going Hearts. And then Europa League, I'm going Rangers. There you go. I think it's Rangers, yeah. I just think everything is sort of married together. Portuguese side in the quarters. I think it might be an Italian team in the semis. And then it's Seville. The final's in Seville, where Celtic lost the final in 2003. It's the 150th year anniversary for Rangers. 50 years ago on the 100th anniversary on a European Cup. I don't know. I just think I know it doesn't work like that, football, but I don't know. It just seems like it's destined to be. But we'll see. We'll see. McGregor's last year, Davis's last year, both got to the final. I don't know. There's a bit of romanticism about it. Now I'll be super interested to see what happens. Like, I think Rangers could get to the final. A good opportunity anyway. Definitely semi-final. I think Rangers fans should be upset if they don't get to the semis. I think it's got to that stage. I really do. This isn't the Braga team from 2 years ago. What time is Rangers Dundee kickoff? I think 12 o'clock. Nathan says, honestly, if Rangers could sort out the defence from corners, we wouldn't be second in the league. Yeah. Oh, here we go, Ben Doak. A lot of talk about him recently. Apparently going to Liverpool, everyone's saying. Well, that's what rumours are saying. He is on the park now for the second half. For the last half an hour. Let's see what he's made of. Here's Lowry. And that's blocked there by Celtic here again. Are there only 18 cities like, why does the final not go somewhere else? It's never been. I think cities just bid for it, don't they? 7 games to go after this weekend. It will be sure interesting. And damn, why Hearts to win the Scottish Cup? You're thinking... What's your thinking process there? I don't know, mate. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think Hearts are a really, really good side. But then again... They're playing, so I think Hearts will beat Hibs. I think that's going to happen. That's a given, right? I just don't think Hibs are gonna win that semi-final. I just think Hearts are so much better. They're so much further ahead than this year. What Robbie Nielsen's done this year as well has not been talked about enough. These guys just come up from the Championship. They're the best of the rest by some miles. He's doing a really good job. And bearing in mind, if you remember about this time last year, Hearts won the league and the Hearts fans sent over a plane saying Nielsen out or something like that. And look what he's done this year, you know. Hearts are pretty much one game away from guaranteed European football, going to be playing in the Conference League. I don't think what Robbie Nielsen's done has been spoken about enough. Yes, they've been a bit inconsistent sometimes, but they've just come up from the Championship, for God's sake. Some other sides that, Aberdeen and Hibs, they spent a lot of money. Well, Aberdeen especially spent a lot of money in the summer. I just think Hearts have got the third best team. And I think if Hearts now obviously get into that European space, I think they'll dominate that third spot for a long, long time. And I just think, Craig Gordon's so big in the games. I think, getting to a final, whether that be against Rangers or Celtic, I don't know. It could be that day. We'll see. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling it'll be Hearts. We'll definitely see in May anyway if they go on and win it. But yeah. I just think they'll get to... I think they'll definitely be in the final. It'll be Hearts against Rangers or Celtic, basically. Obviously. Basically, obviously. Yeah, obviously that. Well done, Dan. pointing out the obvious. But yeah, I think it will be. I think it will be Hearts that go to the final for sure. I'm doing Celtic v Ross County after this one, guys. I'm doing Celtic versus Ross County after this one, of course. Again, that's a big game in the Premiership. Speaking of it, I've piled a bit. I'm not piled a bit of pressure, but Celtic need to. Well, Celtic have a good chance psychologically to go 6 points clear at the top of the table. I know Rangers playing tomorrow, but a good opportunity to stick another 3. Oh, here comes Rangers forward again, and good clearance there by the goalkeeper. Weston just couldn't quite capitalise there that time for Rangers. Hearts will fall away next season. Yeah, maybe if they're in Europe. But but then again, if they invest the money well, if they get to that Europa League spot, that's 10 million quid for Hearts. They could hoover up all the sort of the players that aren't good enough to play in for the old firm sides, but too good to play for like your sort of Hibs, Aberdeens, and all the rest of it. They'll be the more lucrative option in Scotland over Aberdeen and Hibernian, in my opinion. But yeah, I think Hearts are onto something special. I really do. Not to win the league or anything bonkers like that, but I definitely think they'll dominate that third spot for time. Lee Barrett says, I do agree. I think Hearts will win the semi-final as they're far better than Hibs, and Hearts do win the Scottish Cup. They would do one better and be in the Europa League qualifying playoff round. Well, no, because if Rangers or Celtic win the Scottish Cup anyway, that Europa playoff round is going to be going to Hibs anyway. So it's going to be going to Hearts in third place anyway. So they guaranteed it. If they beat Hibs, they guaranteed the European spot. So I think that's pretty big for Hearts. Tony Weston's gone down, hurt an ankle. Everyone's holding their ankle today. Everyone's holding their ankle. But yeah, back to the Rangers scenario. Though I think it'd be such a Rangers thing. Bottle the league that they're 6 points clear at the top of the table, and then just win the Europa League. I just think that was such a Rangers thing on 150th year anniversary. I think that would just sum up Rangers history in a way on the 150th anniversary. Bottle the league and do it the hard way and go to Europa League. But there's fans. I mean, there's fans in both Rangers and Celtic. It's ludicrous. I don't understand people's thinking. There's some people actually out there. I think there's 55% of Rangers fan base that would rather win the league title than the Europa League. If you got the guaranteed of either one or the other, league title, Europa League, there's Rangers fans saying the league title. Are you crazy? Are you absolutely crazy? I just think it's bonkers. Europa League all day long over the league title. I'm sorry. I'd rather have one Europa League than 3 Scottish Premierships. But Europa League would only come around once so often. Rangers have the bragging rights for years. They would have 2 major European trophies to become the most successful team in Europe in Scottish football. I know Aberdeen have the 2, but they've got a Super Cup, right? But Rangers would have 2 major ones. A chance to then go and play in the Super Cup. More money, Champions League, qualified to the Champions League as well, group stages. And just have the bragging rights for years. There's Rangers fans actually out there going, I'd rather win the league. Mental. I think if you got guaranteed out of the 2, you got to pick Europa League. Same with Celtic. If Celtic were in that same position, you've got to pick the Europa League all day long. In 2022, teams for outside the top 5, teams outside the top 4 division don't win European trophies. It'd be massive. It'd be huge, especially on the budget that Rangers have spent. They've got a team that's been assembled with 12 million quid. 7 million of that was from Ryan Kent. So yeah, I can't believe there's people out there that would say that the league over Europa League. Mental. Absolute mental. Crazy. Guys, we're nearly 100 likes. Please do smash the old like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're closing in on 14,000 subscribers. We're also really close to the 100 like mark. We've got Celtic v Ross County next. So yeah, please do stick around for that one. It's going to be a cracking game. Looking forward to it. Rangers would just want to win anything. The bingo. Anything. 10 years, 1 trophy. Could win the league, Scottish Cup and the Europa. Could. I agree. I'd rather win Europa League than rather than the title all day long. It's not even up. I mean, I know everyone's entitled to their opinions, but my goodness me, League over Europa. No, you're bonkers, mate. You're bonkers. You're crazy. Do you know what a 2022 Europa League would do? Well, that's mental. I can't believe there's people out there that would say that. A league title. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, even though it's wrong. I'm joking. I'm not being patronising. But, my God, Europa League. 2022 Europa League. This is where teams like Chelsea, Manchester United won over the last couple of years. Liverpool even lost the final. It's so big teams now that are wanting that trophy. Sevilla, it's so big winning the Europa League. It's not the same trophy as, in the 90s and the 80s. It almost feels that last 32, the last 16 or whatever it was, it had a little Champions League feel to it. It was Dortmund, there was Barca, there were all these sort of teams in there. They all want to win this trophy. I just think the league title, Rangers are going to win countless more in your lifetime, but the Europa League, you're never going to have another chance to win it. It's bonkers. Bonkers. Crazy. I think there was, who's this guy? Hugh Keevins or whatever his name? I think he was pushing that narrative. Oh, the league's more valuable than the Europa League. Barry Ferguson. I'm just like, think Barry Ferguson. Sharp. I know Barry lost the final. Sharp. Come on, man. It's not a league title over the Europa League. I just think it's bonkers. I just can't understand people saying that. I was like, yeah, but it'll stop Celtic getting the money. Just focus on yourself. Win a European trophy. It's bigger, especially in this day and age. 2022 Europa League is much bigger than anything for a Scottish side. I just think it's massive. Anyway, rant over. Battle fever since 1872. Good to see you, mate. Long time no see. Ball forward here again now for the goalkeeper. Celtic just passing around. There's been no real action this last 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes to go here, guys. Rangers nearly there. Well, Celtic now with an opportunity. They haven't really tested. There's been a lot of offside there. Another offside call there for Celtic. One's cleared away. But it's been a good... I think the first half was a little better than the second half. The second half, that's dried up a little bit. But still, Celtic, I don't think it's troubled the goalkeeper. Gallant Pioneer says, I'd take the Europa League over another title. Definitely, mate. Definitely. Of course you would. Also, winning the Europa League gives you many more opportunities. Players want to be a part of that team. Also, think about those deals from Netflix or that from 2012, 2022 Hollywood stuff. Mate, be bonkers. I know. I keep going on about it, but I just couldn't see. I just don't know why people say that. A league title over Europa League. Even Celtic fans as well, like, would definitely take Europa over league title all day long. All day long. A chance to play in the Super Cup against the Champions League winners. Again, another final. Oh, unbelievable. Stuff our dreams are made of, mate. It's their blue-tinted glasses that want the league, says Brian. I think it's that, yeah, I think it's about stopping maybe Celtic from winning the title. I think it's like, if you had to choose that or the other, obviously Celtic would end up with the league title if you got a choice out of one or the other. But I still don't, I don't think you should care. I think you still have the bragging rights over Celtic. From a Rangers fan's perspective. Yes, Celtic would have won the league, but if Rangers had won the Europa League, then I think it's better, much better. I think Celtic would swap a league title for Europa League all day long as well. In fact, I'd go even far. I'd swap 3 Scottish Premiership titles for a Europa League. If I could make a deal with the devil now, say, right, Rangers don't win the league for 3 years, but they get the Europa League this year. I'd make the deal with that devil and say, yeah, I'd rather a Europa League than, and then 3 years of finishing second. I really would. I would actually choose that. I know people say it sounds bonkers, but I literally would choose that. It's just so big in 2022. A Scottish side winning the Europa League, it's untalkable. It's unfathomable. You just can't talk about it. It's all about the Champions League. Europa League is for wee teams, says James Carr. We can win both, telling you. We've got 55 league titles, so Europa definitely more important for me. I will probably lose a few players, but we'll get good money. Oh yeah, your players' value goes up if you win the Europa League as well. Teams would be like Ryan Kent. The Owen Hargreaves will adopt Ryan Kent as well. He loves he loves Ryan Kent, doesn't he? Owen Hargreaves. Paul says, "What's the Conference League for then?" I wouldn't mock the Conference League, man. I don't think Rangers fans can mock the Conference League as well. I said to my mates down south as well in the Premier League, everyone's gonna have a season in there. Like everyone's saying stuff. Rangers gonna play the Conference League at some point in history, in the future. Sorry, Chelsea are gonna play in there at some point. Man U are gonna play in there at some point. Arsenal are gonna play in there at some point. Liverpool might play in there at some point. Everyone's gonna have a chance. Everyone's gonna have a season in there. It's just inevitable. So I don't really slag it off. I think if Rangers were playing in it, I think Rangers fans would want to win the competition. I really do. People saying crazy talk. James Carr says crazy talk. He thinks I'm chatting shit with a top 3 titles for a league title. For a Europa League. Nah. All day long. Brian Robinson says, Morrison says, Defo Euro Cup, any of them. Rangers made a couple of changes here. 15 minutes left to go. Rangers now with a corner. Opportunity here with 15 minutes to play. Looking for that 4th goal. Ball into the area. Oh, it's a chance. Celtic defending that one away. But again, I don't think Celtic have had a shot yet in this game. I need to have a little look at the statistics. But yeah, I don't think Celtic have had a shot in this game, to be perfectly honest. They've got better defensively as the games went on, but the first half was a disgrace defensively from the team. But yeah, looking better in the second half. King there just getting a booking. Donald D. Lockerty, the GOAT, says, I'm going to throw this out there. Rangers, Celtic for English League thoughts. Well, it would kill Scottish football eventually. I mean, it's been tossed about there. I mean, if Rangers and Celtic were actually offered it, they wouldn't give a crap. They would take it. They've shown that, they've both shown that they're more for the money than the fans these days. They're about filling their pockets, and I suppose in a way, rightfully so. Got to compete these days. And if they had a chance to move into the Premier League, they'd take it all day long. They wouldn't care. They would just leave the Scottish League behind. They wouldn't give a crap. But if Rangers and Celtic did go into the English League, into a British league, I mean, I'd be sad. I mean, I'd see the Scottish League go behind, but I think they should put all the teams into the pyramid if that was going to happen. And then they could still keep the Scottish Premiership trophy. So, like in Canada, in the MLS, right? So there's some Canadian teams in the US League, right? In the MLS, right? But they have like this Canadian Championship. So whoever finishes highest out of the Canadian teams in the league gets like the trophy. But they could do that with the Scottish teams still. So say if Celtic finish ahead of Rangers in the Premier League, say Celtic finish, I don't know, like 3rd and Rangers finish 5th or something like that, then Celtic are presented the SPFL trophy as well, just as like a salute to the past and the history and stuff like that. I think that would be quite a cool gesture. But personally, I do think it will happen in our lifetime, maybe. Just the way football's going. I think, obviously, if Scottish independence happens, then I don't think it will. But I think if Scotland remains with the UK politically, I think it could be maybe a lucrative option for them both to go into the Premier League. But personally, I don't think I'd like it. I like the way the Scottish League is at the moment. I just think, get a couple of investors into the league as well. Maybe get a 3rd team there. Then I think that'd be great for Scottish domestic football. I'm pretty proud. I like the division. I like being the underdogs in Europe and having magical nights like the other night there. I prefer that. But the way things going, if Rangers got offered it, they'd take it. Of course they would. They wouldn't even consult the fans. They'd just take it. Money, yep, let's go. They wouldn't even have a vote. We proved that with the Sydney Super Cup. They love making money now, these guys. They'll be straight into bed with each other. Let's go Premier League. Let's go. What about Hearts and Hibs? Nah, I don't give a fuck about them. Let's move. I mean, you blame them getting £100 million for getting relegated from the Premier League compared to the £3 million you get from winning the league title? Of course they would. But I do think if that wasn't to happen, I do think we should maybe ditch the League Cup. I'm not really a fan of the League Cups, whether that be in England. Scotland, it's different because it's just another trophy, right? But in England, I think they should just make it a bit special. Call it a British League Cup or something like a British League Cup, and just get everybody in there from Northern Ireland, Wales. I know there's gonna be some crap in there, but especially like some of the Scottish teams playing against the English teams, I think that'd be a really really good cup, and make it a bit different. Maybe the top six don't want to be involved in it, right? But I think the other sides in the league, I think it would be make it interesting. Have some English away days. I think English fans would love to go up to Ibrox, Celtic Park, Tynecastle, Easter Road. I think it'd be interesting. Just make it something a bit different to separate it from the FA Cup and all the rest of it. English football would take Rangers, but they wouldn't take Celtic. I think they would have. The English fans would want the derby, wouldn't they? They would want the derby. And I think they would like Celtic as well. They would want Celtic because that would be the selling point for Rangers and Celtic go down south. It'd be right. We'll give you the derby. You'll have the derby in the best league in the world. You have the best derby in the world to go with it. So yeah, it would happen. We can't every time Dan moves his head this sideways as advert. Yeah, I'm nodding adverts. So yeah, I get that. I'm joking. Would rather just leave the English Premier League alone and the old firm join a European Super League with teams from Holland, Portugal, Belgium, and Turkey. That'd be moving. Luke Morton says I'd move into the French league, the German league if we could. Honestly, would love a league that challenges every single game without fail. But what? Yeah, but the German league or the French league, there's no connection there. With the English league, it's like it's part of Britain, so they can go into that league. And couldn't go from Scotland to France. There's no connection there, or Scotland to Germany. Maybe if they made this Atlantic Super League that they were talking about last time, like I know Scotland, Holland, and all the rest of it, then maybe that could happen. I don't think the Celtics still sing IRA songs. They don't sing them anymore, do they? Lewis says Celtic and Rangers in the French league wouldn't be a bad call. I mean, it'd be a right division, I suppose. It'd probably help them out, actually, the French league. But it's sort of pain in the arse. And you go to France away for away days and stuff like that. That'd be brutal. You have to get, like, abroad every single game. Here comes Celtic now with a chance to maybe try and get a goal back in this game. Game's pretty much done, though. There's no way back for them, but... And just cleared it away there, Rangers. Send your message in IG. Cheers. Nice one. Right, guys, we're going to get ready for the Ross County. I'm going to have to cut this game short just because I need to end this one, get Ross County. Obviously, our bread and butter is the first teams. So I need to get ready for that one to go. We'll stop the conversation. I'm going to end this stream. You'll be redirected to the other one. I'm just going to set up the Celtic and Ross County stream, guys. Jump into the live chat and we'll watch the game there. But yeah, this game looks like it's 3-0. It's 84 minutes on the clock. It's pretty much done now, and I don't see anything happening anymore. But we'll carry on the conversation in the next stream. I'll just stop it now, and then you'll be redirected there into the other one, and I'll see you in about